welcome to Dish It Up with Debbie and welcome to our home. Today I'm going to make something for a nice day that is a little rainy. So, fall day actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some homemade tomato soup. We have an abundance of tomatoes from this year. So that's the best way to do it. We're kind of sick of the tomato basil salad. So the first thing that I'm going to do is saute the onions and let them saute until they smell very fragrant, and then put in the garlic, which I've already done just to save a little bit of time. I'll put it in the pan right here. So I'll dump it all in. There's a little bit left, but I can eat those anyway. After you're done with that, you're going to stir in about 3 to 4 big ripe tomatoes. So that's what I've done here. And look at how red they are. They look beautiful. So I'm going to add those in as well. A few left over. My hands are clean. Put those in. And then I'm going to put in some vegetable broth, and then some cream, heavy cream, just a cupful of heavy cream. And what I like to do is just to add a little bit of crunch to it, I like to put in apples. So what I use is more of a crunchy apple. I like to use the Honeycrisp apples because they taste so good. Stir it all in, and then what I do is I use the Cuisinart, and then I stir it all up. Then that stirs up all the tomatoes, and then just put it on medium heat to start cooking. And now we're going to make the grilled cheese. It's a little bit different grilled cheese than you're probably used to. What I did is I put butter out overnight, and so it was nice and creamy, and then added to that butter honey, and you can put honey to taste. So I like to butter both sides of the bread. And what I also did, and this is completely optional, but I went to the store. I was in a fashion show not too long ago, about 3 weeks ago, and a girl that I was in the fashion show with owns a liquor store. So I went in to say hello to her, and I happened to see this on there. It's Cask and Crew, and what it is it has it's havarte, or not havarte. It has honey, Cask and Crew walnut and toffee and whiskey, but that's optional. So if you don't want something like that, you don't have to have that. So butter both sides of the bread. And then just put that in. And I'll just do one for now. Put that on the stove. And then once that gets nice and brown on both sides, then what I did is I took havarte cheese, and I also put brie cheese, and I'm going to put those on there. So they taste really good. You can also put in, if you want to, you can put in some basil. And I always have basil on hand. So what I do is you could put basil in there. You could put anything that you want to. You can put tomato in there. But I thought I'd keep it simple with that. But this is really, really good. I mean, I don't drink, so that's just a little taste, you know, and it is very good. So we'll check the bread and we'll see how that's doing. Oh, it's going nicely, and the soup is going nicely. So once I turn that, once I turn the bread, I will add the cheese to it and add both kinds, a little of each, and make sure that when you put the brie on there, you take off the rind, because that would be pretty gross, actually, if you had the rind on there. And then you put this kind on havarte. And if you've never had havarte cheese, it's a nice melting cheese. And then you get all that together. Now when the tomato soup is done, you add some potatoes, which are just pumpkin seeds, on top, and you can put a little heavy cream on top, and then your meal is done. And again, it's just cooking down, but you can see that it's cooking nicely. Show it to you. I don't want to spill it, but. And then the grilled cheese. That is hot. Grilled cheese, put that down. And then it's nice and toasty. It's going to be nice and toasty. So thank you very much, and I hope you learned a little something today, and I hope you enjoy this meal if you make it. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to Dish It Up with Debbie. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great day.